How are you guys doing today? This is Ryan J1022. Today we're going to be breaking down the 2019 South Carolina USPSA Section Championship. This video contains full and slow motion clips. If you just want to see the stages in full motion, there's hyperlinks in the description. I did end up going sub-minor, so the final results didn't count in this match, but I had a great time. I learned a lot. I'm going to be breaking down a lot of the faults in my game that I found simply for personal reasons, and if you find any, I'd love your input in the comments.
A little bit. Once a week. Yeah.
Started off today on stage 1, unloaded, start, got the magazine into the weapon, got it charged relatively quickly, got through these first 3 targets a little slower than I would have liked. Come out of this position into position number 2, took target 4 on the move with 2 alpha hits. First mistake comes right here. Second shot on this target, I sail it a little high and have to go for a makeup shot. I planned to have a makeup shot if I needed it between this array and the next, and ended up needing it. Came into this position a little too far right, and I ended up paying for it here shortly with a little time. Didn't take these targets from left to right like I'd planned, and it kind of threw me off just a hair. Had decent hits on all these, but right at the end of this center array, I had to take a hard lean to the left, which ends up costing me about a second half, 2 seconds, which would have put me right about even with the eventual state champion for production division, which was Andrew Jazuski, who is also shooting on my squad. Congratulations, Andrew. Get out of here, get a fresh mag slapped in, take a third shot on this no shoot target on the far back right, and afterwards you'll see me fumble with the target in the back left corner. That's because I was originally bobbling on where I was going to shoot it from here or from my final shooting position on the far right, which I'm just now starting to transition to. So as I transition here, I end up taking all these final targets just the way I planned. Took one final shot on the last one. First stage of the day, major match, had the first stage jitters. To finish 11th with 3 small hiccups. I'm extremely excited about that. I'll take that any day of the week at first stage at a major level match with 25 alpha hits. I'm relatively proud of that myself. Stage 2, this is actually my second time shooting it after the drop turner didn't turn on the first time through. So get this first target and point shoot, get a couple of alphas right down the first one. Stayed a little far right for this second target, but took it on the move and give it a third shot just for safe measure. While I'm at it, this guy in the center, he's going to catch 3 of them as well. Get a solid reload as I do a little shuffle into this position here. And I originally was going to take all 5 targets here from this position, but decided to go with another route instead. I could have kept that mag in, but I wanted to slap professional. I had the time while I was transitioning. Come into the port here, get a couple in this guy's head, and then switch to the left and get the one partially covered by the no shoot. Another bag full of ammo goes in. Get the guy behind the low wall left. Now as I come into here, I freeze on the trigger after the first shot. Don't know why I did it. Come back for it. Buzzer brain gets me again. Swing right, get the target far right. Hindsight, I should have took the steel first. Get a good shot lined up on the steel. Once I hit it, seems like I'll wait forever for this drop turner. Once it spins, dump a couple rounds into it, pull my last mag, and transition to the low wall right. Get this target behind here. And now, as I come into this last target, I come up a little short, stick my gun right in the net with a great sound effect. Right there. Finally get to the port, get the target. Finished 18th in production division. A few too many Charlies and a second or two slower than what I like, but I'll take it. So stage 3, this was ugly. This was right after I chronoed and came up 2/10 short of making power factor. I wasn't in the right state of mind to shoot the stage, and I decided I was just gonna burn it down. Didn't have a side game plan. Just started slinging them as fast as I could. You can tell there's other things on my mind. I skipped the target right here to the right. I actually go to glance at it before I come out of position, and I'm just so scatterbrained because the chrono had thrown me off that I glance at it saying, nope, I don't need to go for it. Do a little shuffle over here. This was a fairly simple stage. I should have done great on it. Finished almost dead last in it, 40th out of 47 shooters in production division. One positive is I was able to take these last 4 targets really quickly. I got that no shoot early on. Ended up with 15 alphas, 12 Charlies, Delta 4 mics, no shoot, and it just this actually killed me. If it hadn't been for this stage, I would have had a top 15 finish had I made power factor. But you live and you learn. On to the next one.
And that's what he's going to do.
Stage 4, I'm slowly starting to get my emotions back in check. Get out of the holster very well, get these first 2 targets. Target 3 and 4, took them a little bit too fast, took a mic on each. Reload it into this next array. If it hadn't been for those 2 mics, instead of finishing 23rd in production, I would have finished 9th had they both been a Charlie. But moved on from it, got into these next positions relatively quickly, had some nice transition. I was pushing speed a little bit more than I was comfortable with, which it did end up hurting my accuracy, but because of how quick I moved on the stage, I still had a decent finish. Felt good through all those targets. Fresh mag in. As I turn this corner here, take the steel, which is reverse falling. So I take it first. Take the paper on the right, and the swinger grabs my attention, and I want to stop. Have to come back for the guy here low. Take it, standing final target at the back, and then finish up on the swinger by 33 at it. Ended up 23rd overall with a couple mics. I was happy with my speed. Wish I could have reeled in those 2 shots and added maybe another second. Best stage of the day. Didn't get it on video. Got my emotions in check, went in with my game plan, shot it at my speed, and the results speak for themselves. Felt good when I got to the end, and the results showed it. The dreaded stage 6, the Minions. Ended up getting 23rd overall here. I just struggled, as did a lot of people. I saw several limited shooters and a couple open shooters just run their gun dry sitting here going after these 40-yard mini poppers. So at 40 yards there were 5 poppers in total, 3 of the large, 2 of the minis. I got each of the large on the first time I wound up the shots on them. But the mini poppers did get into trouble. I had practiced at home for several weeks beforehand. I have a steel target the size of A zone, took it at 40-45 yards with about 75% accuracy on it. But I got here, got buzzer brained, and this last mini popper ended up taking 4 or 5 shots to get this last one down. Now I would have taken a procedural here had I made power factor, because I did set an 11 round mag up here for an unloaded start, and right here I do get it with the 11th round. I don't know it because I didn't allow my slide to lock to the rear. So as I come here, load a fresh mag, and click, get nothing. Get it charged really quickly, grab these 4 targets. They added these barrels here at the last minute. It did throw a wrench in a lot of people's game plan coming in, but I like it. It added a little extra oomph to the stage. As I get a fresh mag loaded, come in here really hot, and watch that foot. Boom! Did really good not to take a fall there, and I'm getting these final couple targets. Finished 23rd overall on the stage, and for as bad as I struggle as many poppers, I'll take that 23rd place finish. Stage 7, my second best stage of the day. Had a solid game plan, came in, shot it at my pace. I get out of the holster, get on these first 2 targets really quickly. Get a reload moving into my second firing position, and I take the next 3 targets on the left. This stage was very dynamic. It could have been shot in several different ways. And this is one of the reasons why I love Low Country USPSA. They always come up with these dynamic stage designs. Reload into my 3rd firing position. As I come in, take the low target on the right that you can just see the angle to eliminate a kneeling position later. I transition and use the rest of my rounds on the following targets as I lean left. A lot of people miss targets or tried to shoot this one at too fast of a pace, which ended up costing them points in the end. Ended up with solid hits all the way through. I watched my sights and shot it at my pace, and I found that is key. This match had a way of showing that to me. Anytime I tried to rush, my accuracy just it killed me. And against the level of competition at these matches, you can't rush any of your shots. Take the points as fast as you can, but take the points. Reload, get these last 2 targets from inside the fence. I see that second shot wasn't quite to my liking. I come back and I take the alpha on it. Coming into this final position, get the dramatic lean shot on the final target, and actually threw a Charlie there, so I probably should have stayed flat. So stage 8 come out with a 24th place finish. Mainly due to these red stitch targets. Come away from the table, get in this first firing position, drop the first 2 steel with the first shot, miss the 3rd, decide I'll move to the paper and come back for it. So take these papers, throw Charlie on the top, come back, grab the final steel. Reload, and here is where I just go to war with this very different spinner than anything we're used to. I didn't get that second plate quick enough, so I get a big heavy spin on it. It just started the wheels in motion for my eventual downfall on this stage. I actually have a couple more rounds to play with, but kind of felt that mag was running dry. So I get this one in. Everything's going perfectly along with my plan. First plate, second plate, line of sight, squeeze trigger, I had it, drop mag, and I'm moving. When I realized it's still sitting there, it surprised me. Forgot the mag, had to go back for it, and then come back for the final plate on a spinner. Moving into this final shooting position, you could barely see this swinger. I saw some guys just struggle with it. Saw some guys tag it first round through. And of course, I struggle with it. I also go to war with this little thing. I stand here what feels like ages, blasting rounds at it. You could only see the edge. I have to practice with my moving targets. This stage made that very, very clear. Just keep sending rounds at it. Finally grabbed the last steel. Ended up coming away with a little disappointment in me. Stage 9, this was a very fun stage. I enjoyed it. Come away, moved left, and threw a mic right there on the first target. I felt like I possibly pushed it a little far left. Decided just to keep rolling with what I had and believe in my shooting, which I shouldn't have. Did well on his left side though. Good hits, got the far hits with that partial target. Moved back to the center. Have to come back for 2 of the plates. But overall, I felt I cleared them pretty well. Ended up 19th overall on the stage. The one mic that really hurt me. I would have went from 19th to 12th had I made that into a Charlie instead of a mic. But I just used it as a learning experience instead. Tag the final plate, slapping a fresh mag, moving to this final shooting position, and take these headshots. Going to the no shoot, staying careful, step back on the gas for the full target at the back, and then get the hard lean for the steel to finish it up. Stage 10 was another I didn't get on video. I'm glad I didn't. My plan went to the wind as soon as the buzzer went off. Finished 28th on it. Threw a mic. Time was off. Not a great way to finish a match. So if I would have actually made Power Factor, I would have finished 19th in production and would have been the 3rd unclassified shooter in the division. Yes, I went sub-minor. I made several mistakes. I was in the wrong state of mind because this, because that. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I had a fantastic time. I got to shoot with a lot of my friends. I ran into pretty much every person I've shot USPSA or 3-gun with over the last several months. I learned a lot. I found a lot I needed to work on, and just the experience of a level 2 match. If you've never been to a level 2 match, you've only been to your club level matches, regardless of your skill level, I would recommend going to it. You'll learn a lot about yourself as well as a lot about the sport. I will definitely be back. Low Country USPSA put on a fantastic match for the sectional championship. There were tons of great shooters there. I got to meet a lot of them, a lot of idols, a lot of people who I've watched to help me get into the sport. I got to meet and shoot alongside. That's all I have for this one. Ryan J, 1022, out.